Hello and welcome to. God damn it. I'm going to leave it in. Hello and welcome to episode 255 for Black and Black Cinema. I'm your host, Jay. I'm here with my co host, Micah.
Hey.
And Terrence.
What's up?
All right, guys, we are back. Tiara is going to be out for next
name of the movie.
Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there to this movie. But I just want to say Tiara is going to be out for the next couple of weeks on some work stuff. So she will be back whenever she is back. All right, this is episode 255, Almost Christmas. This is the 2016 comedy, drama, and romance film. Logline here is a dysfunctional family gathers together for their first Christmas since their mother died. This is starring Kimberly Elise, Omar Epps, Danny Glover, Monique, Gabriel Union, Romani Malco, JB Smoove, Jesse T. Usher, Nicole Ari Parker, and then DC Youngfly as well. So I'll go first. Look, it's just the timing. This is weird that we're doing a Christmas movie now. This was supposed to be recorded last week, but that's my fault. So sorry. This is a very, very, this is a movie, and it's starring people, and it's got a script, and there is a story. I find this movie to be incredibly mediocre. I get it. I can see why people would like this during the holiday season. It kind of solidifies my thought of I don't really like Christmas movies, almost exclusively. Not really any of them. There's like Die Hard, and then there's not much. A Christmas Story. I like A Christmas Story, but I don't really like Christmas movies.
I've seen A Christmas Story.
Yeah, it's a classic. But yeah, I don't think anybody is necessarily bad in this movie. I don't think anybody is necessarily great in this movie. There is a bit of melodramatic acting from a certain person. She loves us for real. I'll just say that. This movie could not have existed, and my life would not have changed one bit. So, that's what I thought of this movie. Right down the middle. Terrence, your thoughts?
Yeah, I'm right there with you, man. I'm trying to think of any Christmas movies, any like Christmas movies in general, or Black Christmas movies that I'm a fan of, and I really can't think of any besides Die Hard.
You know what? Best Man Holiday. Best Man Holiday I enjoy.
Okay. Is that a
there
Christmas
you go.
movie?
That's a Christmas movie.
Okay.
It's a movie set around Christmas.
Yeah.
That's all you need for a Christmas movie, by the way. Just a movie to be set in December.
Look,
that's
Die
all
Hard
you
is
need.
a Christmas movie. His wife's name was Holly, nigga. Come on. It's a movie, man. It's just a movie with actors in it acting. It's got a plot, and some shit happens, and I don't really. There's one part of the movie that I got a little bit emotional on, but that's about it. Everybody's fine. They played their part. I got a couple chuckles out of it. But yeah, it's just a movie, man. It's just a black ass movie with a bunch of niggas in it. That's it. That's all I got. Yo.
Solid review. There's a bunch of niggas in it. That's terrible.
That's why we're doing
it.
Yeah. The real problem with this movie is that it's derivative of many other movies that came out in an era where these type of movies were like on and popping, right? Like this came out in 2016, which is like 16 years later than when it should have come out, right? Like this movie is very reminiscent of like a bunch of movies. Soul Food is the biggest one, right?
Obviously,
Soul Food is the biggest one that this is being derived from. But it's other stuff like, like Deliver Us from Eva or The Best Man or, The Wood. Like all those movies are comedy dramas that kind of, they're like feel-good comedy dramas, right? Nothing too heavy, right? But it was entertaining for the time during like the late Clinton years, right? When like black people were riding high and we didn't have to worry about getting shot or crack, right? Like this is the new black renaissance of film at that time. And this movie is just a very, very pale, like, imitation of it. I mean, if you've seen any of those movies in the late 90s, early to mid 2000s, you know every beat, you know every conflict, you know every resolution, you know, and it just, look, it's no fault of this movie, I guess, but, you know, maybe David E. Talbert just was really a fan and just wanted to make a movie like this. But, and look, he did, but there's nothing about this that is, I would argue most of those movies are forgettable, but you've at least heard of the movies that I mentioned, right? Like, nobody brings up Almost Christmas as a movie that, like, I guess.
It's not a teenager yet.
Yeah, I guess. You know, everybody has the stereotypical role that they play, and they play it well, right? Like Gabriel Union is the fine ass like woman who has a too tough exterior and is too afraid to let a man in, but then like learns to let him in, right? And
or her like teenage daughter,
right? That's weird.
But okay.
Right?
All right, you got it. This is a Tyler Perry movie with better production value. That's what this is.
Yeah. Monique is doing her best Jennifer Lewis impression, right? Because that's who she is.
Don't do that.
She's trying. She's trying. I didn't say it's good. I didn't say it's good. I said she's trying. I said she's trying.
No, she's doing her best. Her nigga, don't do that. We're not going to put her name in there. What are you talking about? We're not going to put fucking.
I think Jennifer Lewis is a genre all to herself, and anyone trying to do that, is trying to do a Jennifer Lewis. As quite frankly, Monique, her entire career, she's been trying to be someone else, and in this movie, it just happens to be Jennifer Lewis. Like Jesse Usher is something about that dude, yo. Something about that dude. He just, you know what it is too. You know what it is, like, because that's why you're laughing. Like, it's something about him, yo. Like,
you know what it is. You know what it is. I actually like Jesse T. Usher just fine on The Boys.
He's fine,
like, but I actually like him on The Boys because he's playing a character that is self-aware of his. The only way I can describe it is this nigga's a herb, right? Like he is. Like he is. He's a herb, right? But his character like weirdly understands that he's a herb on The Boys. Like in a way. Where in this movie, like his herbosity is he's unaware of it. And like that's a problem. Like he was the same way in the Shaft movie, like I don't know, like Shaft Forever or whatever the fuck that movie was. It was bad. I saw it in theaters on a screener because, you know, at the time I did not care for myself. It's self-harm. But he kind of plays those characters. I didn't even mention that Danny Glover's in this movie. He's the lead. I'm sorry, my bad. My bad, Danny.
Very understated movie. Yeah, 80 years old. He's not even. I don't think he's 80 yet. I don't think he's 80 yet. He's like 77 or 76 or something like that.
It's weird that Danny Glover is playing the brother-in-law to Monique. Like they're supposed to be like at some point age
here's the thing,
which I found to be very odd.
I was just confused because everybody in this movie, except for Danny Glover and Jesse T. Usher and the children, are like 6 to 7 years apart from each other. In age, just in real life.
Right.
Including Monique.
Yeah, Danny Glover is 77, Monique is 56. Like, I'm not saying that's not possible. It's just that they were trying to almost like play Monique as if she was closer to his age. Like, she's not.
Well, in the movie, she's 7 years younger than her sister, who passed. So I don't know how old her sister would have been when she died. But like, Danny Glover is like, well, in this movie, he was 69 years old when they made the movie.
Right.
So he's in his late 60s. You say, that the wife might be around 3 years younger, 3. The wife is usually younger,
Right.
And so you have Monique. She would have been in her early 60s or late 50s playing.
So she'd be the age she is now.
Yeah.
Okay.
In 2018.
16 or 18 or whatever.
16.
2016.
So she wouldn't have been traveling with all these niggas.
Yeah,
the timeline don't add up.
Yeah, it is.
It just doesn't.
It doesn't.
Well, it depends on how old Danny Glover is supposed to be in this movie. I don't know how old he's supposed to be in the movie. So, the ages it would just.
I mean, in the movie, he looked like he's fucking 70. Like the way he's acting is.
Like he was 70 when he was.
Yeah,
he was 70.
He was fucking 70 years old.
Gee, I guess in the movie
he had a real hard time making a pie. Like he was just getting angry at it.
Those scenes were just disgusting to me. First of all, I hate sweet potato pie, and then the sound effects just made me throw up in my mouth a little bit. I couldn't stand it. I hate it.
Wow, that is the least black thing you've said all week. Crazy.
Oh yeah, I can't stand sweet potato pie. It's just gross.
Do you like pumpkin pie?
No.
Okay,
that's worse.
I was about to say.
No, just checking, my nigga. Just checking, because you can't like pumpkin pie over sweet potato pie.
Nah, that's insane.
All right.
Like I think you're insane if you like either one, but like pumpkin pie, look, throw your mind.
I don't hate pumpkin pie. I don't like it as much as I like sweet potato pie. I'll just say that.
Yeah. I like sweet potato pie, but I like my sweet potato pie like real sweet. Like
you said, you don't like pie though. I thought you were, you're not a pie.
No, I don't like real pie. Sweet potato pie ain't pie. It's fucking sweet potato with like, at least not the way we make it. It's not real pie. I don't like pastry pie. I don't like fruit in my pie.
It's sweet potato in a pastry. Nigga, what are you talking about?
No. I'm talking about apple pie. No, apple pie. Shit like that. No, I don't like apple pie. No, I don't. I guess I'm not.
I don't even fuck with apples, and I like apple pie. What the fuck?
I know. This
I would rather eat a tart ass apple than eat apple pie.
Ugh,
get out of here.
You're a mental patient. Like, get out of here.
Yeah, I remember that because I listened to an episode of Airing Grievances when you said you're not a pie person.
I'm
like
not.
Fucking cake.
Yeah, cake, nigga. Cake. Cake is where it's at.
Pie's better.
No, you're crazy.
No, y'all are in fucking insane. Y'all are in fucking insane. Okay, you said you like pie, but you don't like sweet potato pie. Get the fuck out of here!
Sweet potato pie is disgusting.
No. See, your argument is up against each other. They bang, bang. They knocking heads, man. That's it.
That's crazy.
That's
crazy. Cake. You get one of those like you're probably addicted to one of those fancy cakes you got as a kid from Lexington Market. I mean, they were
one of them big ass wedges and shit.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, man, give me a cake, yo. Cake over pie every day.
All right, let's get into this.
Almost Christmas, fellas. That's how much we enjoyed.
Yeah, we're literally 0 minutes in on the clock. All right. The movie starts out in 1971. Two broke black people. I know they're broke because they are laying on the mattress on the floor. They ain't got no frame. They're I guess newlyweds or newly together. And the woman brings the guy some sweet potato pie and also brings him something to eat. And then they fuck on the bed, which is great. Good for them.
I knew this woman was gonna die.
100%. 100%.
Ain't no woman like the one I got. Oh well, she not long for this one. She not long for this movie. She about to die.
She ain't making the present day. Goddamn.
Look, she looked too good. She looked too good. She was
Right.
too wholesome and sweet. They had that bloom lighting every time they showed her face. I was like, oh, she dead. Like, she not gonna make it.
She is like that. She is like the woman in that Aaron Hall video. Like, oh, you ain't making. I miss you. I'm talking to you, baby. Like, nah, yo, you ain't long for this. You ain't long for this movie. You ain't long for this picture. And apparently it's great because they got like 8 kids. So yeah,
It must have been great because I'd have been like, you need to get your tubes. Fuck up. I'll knock it off. I'll get snipped, whatever we need to do.
This this woman is being portrayed as like the woman that all these niggas nowadays expect a woman to be, right? Bring me my sweet potato pie and fuck me on this bed and you know, just do whatever I want you to do. She's the perfect quote unquote woman for niggas nowadays, right? So yeah, no, of course she ain't gonna make it.
Yeah, nah. Look, I'm not gonna lie. I watched this today. This is Terrence, you mentioned you had one emotional moment, got a little choked up. This was mine. This I know I'm a fucking old softy as a dad. I'm watching this scene as they're going through time or whatever, and she's like, "Oh, here's some little shoes to announce our 8th kid or whatever the fuck." And this nigga damn near had a heart attack. He almost died. By the way, this fake facial hair is some Tyler Perry level ass shit. It looked terrible. He's like, that's funny. Oh, and she's like, oh, pregnant again. And he's like, oh shit. And he fucking fakes passing out or whatever. And then like they show the shoes, the little boy's shoes laying on the ground, and it pans up. And there's like a little boy, and he's standing there. He's, I don't know, he's like 3 or something. And then it pans forward in time, and then you see his son coming through the door, like he's gotten to college or whatever. And I was like, wow, children, like when they do this in movies where they use children to show you the passing of time, I was like, I'm getting old, dog. Like I looked at my daughter the other day and I was like, yo, she's almost 5. Like this is crazy. And I was sitting in my car watching this and I teared up and I was like, why am I so emotional about this movie? Like this makes no sense. Like what the fuck is happening right now? And that was the last time I had any emotional thought besides like, when is this going to be over? That was the last thing. And so then there's all the other kids are there. Gabriel Union, Romani Malco, and I don't know, all the other kids they got. So yeah, Kimberly Elise and her family and stuff. So you kind of fast forward and the whole family is there. All the kids, they got kids, and except for the youngest, and everybody's happy. It's very black. Everything is great. Like Micah said, like a good woman of the manosphere, this older black woman is bringing this man a plate. Danny Glover gets one taste of that sweet pie one last time, and he's also happy about the food she brought. And then she dies. She just died in 2015. Unfortunately, we didn't see how she died. It's not like the Stepmother movie where she just started dancing and then just keep
Pop locking herself to death. Like, wow.
That's one of the dumbest fucking scenes of all time. Yeah, she died. And so we just moved forward in time. It's 2016. And, it's at the funeral. And Danny Glover is feeling sad because he lost his wife. And that's like I had a moment I was like, I hope I die first. That seems like one of the most horrible
100%.
Yeah, I can't. Nah,
it's the most selfish shit ever. It's the most selfish shit ever.
Nah,
I'm a selfish individual.
No, I won't be here.
I can't. Nah,
No. I'm
and when
not
we're
gonna
men,
be-
we probably will. Unless something really fucked up happens.
Yeah, I don't want to be Danny Glover wearing a suit too big and shoes too big, sitting at the end of this bed, looking crazy, wondering what happened to my wife and how I'm going to get sweet potato pie. Like, nah, yo. Like, nah, he looks sad. Like a sad old man. It's fucked up, and I don't like it, and I don't want to be that. Look, if we both just get in the car and go off the fucking side of a mountain like Thelma and Louise, that would be fine in our 80s. It's fine. I don't want to be here after that. No, thank you. Nah, I'll be all fucking sad and pathetic. So So at this point, we see Walter, played by Danny Glover. He's like fixing up the house, like getting shit ready for the holidays. They really emphasize how old this nigga is in this big ass house, dragging a Santa across the front lawn, barely surviving. And he's calling his kids, and he's like, "Hey, have you seen the recipes that for your mom's, different foods that she makes for the holidays?" And they're like, "No, I don't know what that shit is." And he's like, "Oh, I'm a cook, but let's see if I can do without these recipes." Disaster. Don't do that. So you kind of come to find out, Kimberly Elise's character, Cheryl, kind of has a bit of a beef with her sister Rachel, played by Gabriel Union.
So she's Vanessa Williams' character in Soul Food. Got it.
That is correct. I mean, quite literally the exact. God, it's the exact.
That's what I'm saying, yo.
It's the same exact story, yo. Like, JB Smoove is just not a producer. Yo. Like, that's the only difference. Like, this nigga is not making it. But he's another no good nigga with delusions of grandeur. Yeah, like it's exactly. I didn't even pick up on that. It's exactly the same fucking story. You come to find out Rachel, played by Gabrielle Union, she's in law school, trying to figure out her life, but she broke. She's super broke. And she's on her way. She's got one daughter who will be instrumental in her future later on. Romani Malco plays Christian, the other son, or one of the many sons, and he is running for Congress. He's married to Nicole Ari Parker, and they are, I guess, like a little power couple or whatever. They got 2 kids. They don't have much in the way of conflict at all, really. Except he's like,
no, they're just mad because he's like running for fucking. He brought his fucking campaign manager with them,
right? Which is weird.
That's the conflict. I'd be like, nigga, get the fuck out of here. No, I'm with my family.
Yeah, there's not a lot of conflict in this movie, and I think that's what makes it worse. Like everything, the little bit of conflict, like Micah said, it beat for beat. You know how it's going to be resolved. There's nothing surprising or interesting at all. That's the whole movie is like that, right? You just see everything coming. What's his name? Jesse T. Usher plays Evan, who is a son who's in college playing football. He just gets newly cleared to play again because he had a shoulder injury. He is clearly addicted to some sort of pain pills, so more on that later. We see J.B. Smooth's character. I don't know, it's like Leroy Jenkins or whatever the fucking name is.
His name is Lonnie McClay.
That's what I said. And he's at the airport. He's like trying to show off because he played basketball in Croatia. And he played in the NBA for like 9 seconds. So he's married to Kimberly Elise's character, Cheryl. And he's just kind of a loser. Just kind of a big fat loser. We see Danny Glover's character trying to make a sweet potato pie. Now, I know, Terrence, you're relatively grossed out by this. I'm grossed out that somebody thinks that baking, you can just wing the shit. You can't. You got to measure that shit, yo.
Baking is not cooking, yo. Baking is not cooking. It's baking. And you need, cooking, you can just, whatever.
You can push it together and it'll come out good. Like baking, if you put the wrong amount of something in there, she's going to fuck the whole thing up.
Right.
It just ruins the whole goddamn thing.
Yeah, and I got to tell you, I was pretty disgusted watching him try to make the sweet potato pie. I was even more disgusted watching him try to eat the sweet potato pie.
That's what I'm talking about. She was fucking gross, dude.
It still had the strain.
It literally was making me sick to my stomach.
Yeah, I was not a fan of it. Then we meet Monique's character, Aunt May, who is a backup singer for many artists. And she comes and she's like, thinks she's hot shit. I don't care for her character. Like, I don't. And look, this is not fair. That's actually not fair to the character. I don't really care for Monique. So I think that's more of what it is. I just don't. I don't think she's funny in this.
Fucking stand up.
I don't think she's funny in this at all.
Right. Yeah, because she was doing her stand, and her stand up is not funny.
Yeah, legitimately, I thought her performance in Precious was great. Like it really was. It was worth the Oscar. I had no problem with that. I don't like this like fake melodrama. Like just do drama or don't do drama. Like this fake like I'm working for y'all, working to make sure the family comes. I'm like, shut the fuck up. Please stop this. It's really irritating to me. I don't like it. So I don't like the fake melodrama. It's annoying to me. And that's all her character was. Like just jumping back and forth between being as crass as she could think to be to this melodrama nonsense. Everybody starts arriving at the house. I don't care. They're all there. Like, I don't know what to tell you. This is fucking terrible.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they all get there, and like, you know,
there's actually only 4 kids.
What's that?
Yeah, they only have 4 kids. I'm trying to figure out how many kids they actually have. There's only 4.
Yeah, there's four of the Walter's kids.
Cheryl, Christian, Rachel, and Evan. They're the 4. Yeah. 2 girls, 2 boys.
Yes. And so Romani Malco shows up. Christian shows up. He's got his campaign manager with him, who is incidentally a very white man. I forget that guy's the actor's name. I don't give a shit. And so he's supposed to be there. I don't care, yo. This movie is so fucking boring to me. It's so boring to me. It's so boring to me. Like,
John Michael Higgins is his name, by the way.
Cool.
He was
great.
in Best in Show.
I would care in another movie. Yo. I just don't care.
A couple things. They showed Jesse T. Usher. He's been cleared to play before we continue. He's been cleared to play, but then you see he's got a bottle of pills, right? And that plays into something later on. They're like pain pills, whatever the fuck he's got.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we know where this is going.
Yeah.
Right.
It plays into one scene where he asks for more of the drugs, one scene where he gets those drugs, and then the end scene where he crashes his car and everything's fine. He doesn't go to rehab or anything.
Yeah, he kind of got off real easy.
Right.
His dad's
crashed his car on opiates.
Yeah,
you can't just go home on a DUI, yo, or driving under the influence, yo. You can't just go home. You can't just go home, yo. You're black in Alabama on drugs and had a car accident. You can't just go home.
Well, you probably would have crashed your car since you were high on drugs. You're right, Dad. I shouldn't do that anymore. The more you know. End credits. What the fuck?
It's okay. It's okay to mourn your mama. It's all right. Just don't do the drugs anymore. Now I know, and no one's half the battle.
Thanks, Roadblock. I'll tune in next week. Jesus Christ. This is ridiculous, dude. I hate Christmas movies. They're so fucking sad. They're so sad. All right, you know what? I think I figured out. I think I have a method of getting through this review. Okay, so
wilder version of Christmas.
I fucking hate it. So Gabriel Union shows up.
You're that much of an atheist that you even hate Christmas movies?
No, I like Christmas. I don't like. In fairness, I don't like Christmas songs, and I don't like Christmas.
Don't like Christmas songs. Don't like Christmas movies. Don't like Christmas decorations. Don't really care for Santa. Don't like Jesus. What? You don't like Christmas?
That's not fair. That's not fair. I'm fine with the moss part of Christmas. I just don't care about the beginning. No, I'm fine to listen to Christmas music, but I only want to hear it on December 24th into the 25th. You can rock that shit. 26th, shut it off. No, I don't hear that shit.
Oh my god.
Absolutely not. Gabrielle Union shows up. And she sees LL Cool J, and so she starts treating him terribly. Oh, right, that's a different movie. I'm sorry.
I was like, wait, what?
Sorry.
That's from me.
Yes, she was a stone cold bitch in that movie.
Yeah, I wanted to throw her down a flight of stairs. In that
she was awful. Yo, didn't LL Cool J ride a horse in that movie? A horse. Yo, shut the fuck up, yo. Like,
I had very mixed feelings about that movie because that's one of the first movies I had seen Gabriel Union in, and the one head is telling me, "Oh, I like this woman," and then the other head was telling me, "Yo, this woman's a real bitch," and I don't know what the fuck to do. Man. I don't know what.
No, that movie should easily have been retitled to Simpin' Ain't Easy because that movie is fucking ridiculous. This nigga rode a horse to get this woman. Yo, shut up. It's fucking stupid. She gets to the house and Omar Epps, who is their like neighbor from back in the day, I guess he's in town.
At his mom's. Yeah,
at his mom's house, right? Or he lives with his mom's because he ain't got nothing going on. I don't know.
No, he said he came back in town to his mom's for Christmas.
Right. Sure he did, Omar. Sure he did. So he comes over and he's like, "Hey, what's up, girl? Let me help you with your bags." And she's like, "I don't need no man. I'm a black woman. I don't need that. I'm independent." And even her daughter was like mocking her and shit because she knew she was gonna say some wild shit. And Omar Epps is like, damn, you like, why are you mad? Like, where's your husband? She was like, ex-husband, because I don't need no man. It's like, interesting. I've read all about this on the Manosphere. So she's like, yeah, I don't need you. Like, fuck out of here. And she's kind of like, she's basically blowing this guy off, right? And he clearly still has a thing for her because his eyes fucking work. And I get that. But she's like, look, I don't need your help. Got it. Got the bags. And so she walks away.
What a difference weird. 8 years make. He looks way older now. Have you seen him lately?
Yeah, he does. He's
gotten he put on some weight. He just looks a little older. Oh, he was in that movie, those fucking ridiculous movies that have been in the last 2 years.
Yeah, he was.
Black thriller movie.
Yeah, he was in a black thriller.
He's in Raising Kanan on Stars too. So
okay.
He looks a little older now. He's only like 50.
That's wow. We are getting old.
Yeah.
So what happens? So Walter heads down to the local shelter where him and his wife and all the kids would like feed the homeless and everything else, and so he starts to remember his wife and how much she just loved helping people and everything else. It's kind of wild. You're remembering her when she was like 25 there, Walter. You old fucking freak. I get it. This nigga ain't remember her when she was like 60 and they were growing old together. He was like, I remember when you had that.
I remember in 1977. Yeah.
Yeah, you was looking good. So was I. Like, nah, nigga, you weren't. You weren't. Knock it off. Is that Gladys Knight?
Yeah, Gladys Knight shows up.
Yeah. Gladys
She's
Knight.
like she runs the orphanage or whatever.
Yeah. So she's there in a odd cameo. So I thought like at the end they were gonna like start dating or some shit, like which would have been weird. But yeah, he's going down. He's just remembering the shelter and like he wants to help everybody because he's a good person. Like these people are like God-fearing black folks, and they are just doing what God-fearing black folks, real God-fearing black folks do, right? Just try to help people. See, I'm a nice person, Micah. Fuck you. See, I can say things that are positive, even if I don't believe them. Then we see a scene. I think this is supposed to be what's the word? Funny, where Monique is showing them all this food that she made that she learned about while she was on tour with different musicians all around the world. The food looks gross. I'll be honest.
Where'd she get octopus from, Where'd you get octopus from?
In Birmingham, Alabama, at Christmas time, 5 days out.
Got it from the local Korean joint. Korean, the H mark.
First of all, it's Alabama. They're Chinese. Okay, I don't care what type of Asian they are. They Chinese if you're in Alabama.
Yeah, well, that's most of America.
Yeah, where did she get this food from? Was it all in her? Was it all in her fucking
she had
suitcases?
Yeah, she had some spiced mung bean casserole.
The only thing I would have tried was like the kimchi shit. Everything else, I'd throw that shit on the floor.
I always want to like kimchi. I don't like it.
I like kimchi. It's good. I had a Korean friend. They always had rice they had a big 37-pound bag of rice just lying on the kitchen floor that they would just throw in.
Sounds like my house.
Just right. Giant bag of rice, and they always had it in the rice cooker. And I would always go over there like, "Can I get a?" We were like, "Can I get a bowl of rice?" Because it was so good, dude.
Yeah.
Like my mom don't make it like this. Yeah, they got bowls. Like you were literally.
They got bowls of rice like you go into fucking Little Caesars and they got the $5 pizzas. They already ready. You don't have to wait. You pick it up.
That's exactly. It was always in the rice cooker. Shit was delicious. But anyway,
at one point, Romani Malco and his wife Nicole Parker, they force feed their son some of the food.
Yeah, this was actually a funny part.
Yeah, they were like, "You're gonna try some first." He was like, I didn't do anything wrong. Why am I being punished? Which I thought was funny. That was a good delivery by that kid. And then they literally held this nigga by his neck. It was like putting it in his mouth. It was fucked up. It's fucked up. Then they reminisce about all the food. And the young son, he shows up, right? And he's like, yeah, I'm here now. Whatever. So then you start to see like Rachel and Cheryl, they have their beef, and they start like arguing and like kind of slamming each other. Cheryl starts slamming Rachel about her her marriage falling apart and all this other shit, like straight to her face. I'm like, but you married to JB Smooth, my nigga. Like, why are you talking shit? Like, it's goofy now. He's standing right next to you. JB Smoove is not as funny in this movie as he
right. And I was about to say, like, you've got a movie with JB Smoove in it, and he ain't that funny. Something's wrong.
Yeah, you're not writing parts for him.
Like, what's going on, man? Like, I feel like he was ad-libbing, and it was just like, he couldn't work with the material.
Yeah, he's not. He should be just riffing because he's so much better at that than I think he is at doing whatever the fuck this is. Which is not good. Fast forward. What is happening in this movie?
Everybody's like arguing with each other.
Yeah, there's just a bunch of bickering and fucking complaining and shit.
This movie's a lot of like skits, right? Like, hey, here's a church scene, right? And that really doesn't have anything to do with the story, other than the fact that like the demographic for this movie wants to see these people in church, right? Here's a skit of putting a Santa on a roof, right? Like, here's a skit, like it's funny.
National Lampoon version, part of the movie.
Yeah, right. Let me ask you something, Micah. Do you consider yourself a CME churchgoer? Christmas, Mother's Day, Easter. That's the only days you go?
No, because we didn't go on any of those days. We didn't go on any of those days.
You didn't go on those days?
It's COVID. It's COVID.
Nigga, it's 2024.
First of all, those are the worst days to go because everybody goes that day. And no, you don't. And I don't want to be around all them people. No, you never go on together. Christmas, Mother's Day, and Easter. No, you don't know.
Loving thy neighbor.
You don't know nothing. You don't know shit. I don't want to hear that from y'all. Y'all don't know nothing.
Look, when I went to church, I never was a CME person. I went every single week until I didn't.
There was a point where I was going almost every other day. My grandmother was
now what?
In the church.
Yeah, and when last time you did
like
that? And when last time you did
that was like 35 years ago. So the fuck what, nigga?
Right. 3 decades.
I don't care.
3 decades.
I mean, I literally was 19 years old the last time I went to church on my own volition. So
it don't matter. I still used to go. Shit.
Nah, I ain't doing
no,
that.
you got to tally up. You got to tell. I guarantee you, I've been to church more
more times than you've been in your life.
Probably have. You probably have. You probably have. You think you're going to get an argument from me?
Here.
No. You ain't going to get no argument from me. I've been more in the past 3.5 decades than y'all, but no,
I don't think so, yo.
What I'm saying is if I tally up all the times I've been to church, including the 35 years ago, you still haven't.
Yeah, nah,
you
I
probably
don't think
right.
so.
You probably right.
Because for the last,
probably right.
For the last, like, how long you been married?
My pastor's name is Dr. Mark Watley. What's y'all pastor's name?
I mean,
Frank White.
What were their
Frank
names?
White.
What was it?
No, I'm dead ass serious. That's what his name. Pastor White. I know that's wild, but like that was his name.
Mine was Pastor Thomas.
I think his son is preaching now.
Yeah, mine was Pastor Thomas. I think he wears a pope
I don't believe you.
now.
I don't believe you.
Pastor
I don't
White.
believe you. I don't believe you.
You don't believe me. I went to a mega church.
You particularly a lot.
Which one?
Me? I went to New Psalmist. I went to New Psalmist Baptist Church. Absolutely.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, the most famous. Okay. All right. Yeah.
Nigga,
yeah,
that's the one I went to. What the fuck? I went when they used to be small and then they got big. Before he blew up to like Joel Osteen type shit. Yeah. I went there when he was broke. Nigga was asking for donations and needed it. But then he had a Lotus, which was weird. Just saying.
Okay. Look. I am the first person to tell you that I am not some fucking holier than thou pious ass individual. Right?
I'll be the first to confirm that for you. Yes, I agree.
I am not those people that you talk about on your political show. All right. I try to be a good person. That's it. Sometimes. That's it. Like I'm not here to cast aspersions on people and shit and to judge people.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, no, I do judge people, but that's human nature.
They're like,
but yeah, no. Congratulations, y'all been to church more than me.
Yeah.
What you want? What you want? The body of Christ?
No.
Nah,
that's weird. But you want a cookie? Yeah, look, did I ever go to church on Christmas? That seems crazy to me.
No, you never go on Christmas.
No.
Last time I did that was before my son was born, and he's 5. So, and we did it, and we did that. We went to a church that was like in Upper Marlboro, so it was a good like 45 minutes away, and we said we would never do that again because it's
go to church.
Yeah, and we were like, nah, yo, we're not doing
around the corner. They on every goddamn corner. They're like fucking.
We said we ain't never doing this shit again.
Haven't two atheists keep questioning like your church schedule and shit is crazy. Why'd you just go around the corner? They're everywhere. So
I mean, look, I am a put upon Christian, suffering the slings and arrows of you vomit.
Sure, you know what? God. Sure, that's fine. That's
you got it, yeah. You're being judged for your.
This movie sucks. It's not good.
So where were we? Oh yeah, JB Smoove was trying to put a
JB Smoove tried to electrocute himself. And we get a quick scene of Murtaugh and Gabriel Union, and he's like, the through line for this thing, the metaphor is the pie, right? He's trying to make the pie. If he can make the pie, then the family will be okay. But he can't quite make the pie, so the family's not quite okay yet, right? And the next morning, we get a skit where Gabriel Union tells Jesse T. Usher, hey, you were an accident. And he was like, I wasn't an accident. It was like, yeah, because everybody has their 4th kid in their 50s, right? You were an accident, nigga. So then he locks her out the house.
That's what killed your mom.
Jesus.
No,
God
I'm kidding.
Yeah, you the mean one, yo. You the mean one. Like, even your jokes are mean.
I wonder why you like Ricky Gervais so much. What the fuck? Good Lord, dog.
So the
My
skit
favorite character.
Hey, I gotta watch the fucking I gotta watch the YouTube of this. This is fucking ridiculous. When this comes out.
So he locks her out and is like, haha, it's an accident. So Gabriel Union decides
And she got a little like
she's in a room.
Yeah,
she's in a coma.
Right. And she's like, and so she goes around the corner, sees a window, and invents a new porn category and gets stuck in the window.
She didn't invent it. I've seen this before.
Yeah. Stepbrother, I'm stuck. The white people are really weird, yo. Why do you guys want to keep seeing your step siblings having sex? It's strange.
That's odd.
It's very
washing machine, so dryers.
Yeah, and washing machine. First of all, who the fuck is stuck in a washing machine? What the fuck? How deep is your fucking washing machine that you got, or your dryer that you got to go all the way in there? Like, all right, no.
How wide are your hips that you're getting stuck? Doesn't make any sense.
And this is and then here comes Omar Epps to kind of take advantage of it. I mean, this is a really nice scene. I really enjoy this scene.
Yeah, I bet you do.
I think Gabriel Union is one of the most beautiful women in the world, yo.
That's inarguable for me. Inarguable to me.
And she also seems like a real down to earth person, like in real life. You know what I mean?
Yeah, her movie roles she's always playing like the same, very similar roles in her movies. And I'm like, why do they typecast you like that? It's weird. But when you see her in like Instagrams and shit like that, she seems cool as fuck. So
yeah.
Anyway,
so
that's the skit.
Is him getting behind her and like looking like he's fucking her in a window. Which I was like, what was the point? What was the fucking point?
I found this part riveting.
The next
see, not so easy, is it?
5 minutes I skipped because it's just them singing and dancing like, hey, young people, we got this music.
Hold on. I have a bit of commentary on this scene. And my commentary is they're like, oh, this is the church of whatever your mom's name is, your dead mom, and they're like, hey, yo, she's in every pot and every pan, blah, blah, blah. It's this melodramatic moment, right? And I got no problem with that, whatever. But then they're like, oh, you know what? We need some music. And immediately the music they turn on, it's like, it might as well have been like Hands on Your Knees by Sexy Red or whatever. I was like, because it started, I was like, motherfucker, blah, blah, blah. I was like, what the fuck music is this? Like, it undercut the whole scene. And then they were like, let's put on something like, they put on Slick Rick, and then they put on something like slightly older than that actually made more sense for the scene. It was just very weird. It was very strange.
Yeah, why would you play Children's Story at a fucking at a get together, at a family Christmas get together? Like,
yeah, just put on old black music, yo. Just put on old
like that's a story. That's a warning story. That's a PSA. Like, what the fuck?
Listen to this music.
Yeah, that song's about a nigga shooting a cop. Another nigga doing like drugs.
Yeah, I was like, what is this music?
Or like taking a woman hostage.
Right.
I mean, like, if you don't turn this jigaboo music off and put on some real music, like,
they put on Let It Whip and then they redeem themselves.
Right, like just go to that. Like, I didn't understand. Like, why did you play? Like,
because it was a different generation.
Nah, fuck those kids.
That's what
I get it. But like my thing is the song choice. I understand what they were doing, but like Jay said,
it started with motherfucker.
No, it didn't.
Yeah, dude, go back and listen to it. They literally they blank out. He says motherfucker in the early part of the song. It's like the third word. They do. Like,
yeah. First, let me how about the motherfucking Porsche? Okay, right. I know the song.
I was like, this is jarring. Like, what are we doing right now?
I know the song. I can't remember the name of the song though.
Yeah, then they were doing like the Kid and Play shit to a children's story, which is fucking weird. But yeah, it seems very strange. It's all very strange.
It's just odd, yo. It's just odd. I don't get it. So Jesse Usher meets up with his friend DC Young Fly, and what is he famous for? I don't know who this person is.
From Wildin' Out, right?
He's a comedian. Wildin' Out, yeah, Wildin' Out.
All right, Wildin' Out was beyond my time. I don't remember watching Nickelodeon when Wildin' Out was at its
we're a year apart.
like Wildin' Out is still on TV, isn't it?
It is.
It's just it's been on for like a long.
What is Wildin' Out? Like I never is it like the skits?
It's two teams. It's almost kind of like whose line is it anyway? Like they give them little like scenarios, and then they have like rapping skits, and then they like got to crack on each other, some skits, shit like that. Okay. But it's all niggas, not all niggas. But some white folks. That's
didn't that weird looking white guy come from Wildin' Out?
Yeah, Matt Rife.
Yeah. All right.
Before he got his teeth fixed or whatever the fuck.
In his jawline or whatever, they cut his head off and gave him a new one. Like, what the fuck? This nigga looked completely different. I never got any work done. All right.
But it's fun.
So another like quick scene of Romani Malco at some sort of charity event, and John Michael Higgins is like, "Hey, we got an impromptu interview." I'm like, "What the fuck? What do you mean?" And this is when you need to fire your fucking campaign manager, yo, for not prepping you on this shit. And then some dumb lady is like, what would you ask for if Santa, if you sat on Santa's lap?
Santa's lap, I'm like, first of all, woman.
Pause, bitch. I don't do that, okay? I'm a grown-ass man. I leave
can you imagine if he was like, pause? Like,
like, excuse me? What does that mean? He said, I'm leaving that up to the kids because that's fucking weird.
Yeah, right. But seriously, though, what would you want? Like, all right, lady. All right.
Bitch, get out of my face.
My number one wish, I wish I wasn't here right now talking to you.
For some reason we see this. Oh yeah, I know why we see this scene. There's a scene with Jesse Usher and DC Young Fly, and they're at a diner, and I guess this nigga is trying to be funny. I didn't laugh. I didn't know he was a comedian. This movie didn't tip me on to that.
Is that Monica?
Yes, it is.
Okay. All right. Again, there's a random R&B artist. It was so funny. Like when I was watching it, I'm like, who the fuck is it? And I had to like weirdly break down in my mind who that was. I was like, she's a singer. The boy is mine. I was like, is that Brandy? No, it's not Brandy. Who was the other one? Oh, right, Monica. Like it took me like 4 steps to get there. Yeah, it was super random.
We see JB Smoove in I guess this is in a store called Civics, which I guess is like this Publix. Movie's universe of Publix.
Fake Publix.
But like you couldn't come up with a different name than Civics.
This is the part of the movie that moves into high fantasy. This is like the Lord of the Rings.
I was like, wait a minute, is this a setup? Is this a joke?
Yeah, is it like was he on like
pranks going on, right?
Right, like, knock it off. Look, I like JB Smoove a lot, but like come on, dog.
Absolutely.
Like, come on, yo. Come on. Like maybe as JB Smoove he could do this, but not as this character, yo.
Yeah. And this is Carrie Hilson, who is also another R&B singer. So
oh, is she?
Yes.
On Instagram or
yes. You could probably find it. I'm sure she does.
Okay, I'll be.
Yeah,
I'll Google it. She's super fun, by the way.
Apparently, she's a huge fan of Croatian basketball and NBA and basketball from defunct NBA teams.
Wait, the Supersonics are not a team anymore?
No, nigga. The
Wow,
Seattle
I did not know that.
Honestly, I didn't know that either. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I don't watch the NBA, my nigga.
I don't watch sports.
What are they? Seattle. What,
I mean, look, nobody watches the NBA except in the playoffs. So, I believe, somebody correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, I believe the Supersonics moved to Oklahoma City. And now they're
the Thunder?
Oh. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay.
But I might be wrong about that.
Is Sean Kemp not playing anymore?
No, Sean Kemp has a goo gobs of children that he needs to attend to.
Yeah, all right. Well, that's stupid.
And like they're flirting with each other, right? And she's like, "Oh, let me take a selfie because I'm a real big fan of the Seattle Supersonics in 2016."
Like, what? I remember when you took that game-winning shot 30 years ago. like what?
Chateau, I believe.
How old are you? How old are you? 6? Like, what are you talking about? But okay.
This woman is super fine, incidentally. I'm gonna let it pass.
Another quick scene of Omar Epps trying to break Gabriel Union's walls down. Guys, I can't lob it up any easier.
Yeah, all right. I refuse to respond. Go ahead. That's disgusting, and you should be judged for it harshly.
And but it ends with a gag of like, oh, there's a cicada in your hair. Like, oh, get it out. Like that doesn't. All right, it's not funny, yo. This movie's not.
The daughter didn't think it was funny either. She was like,
she was like, man, my mom got to get some dick. Maybe then she'll just chill out. Like that's so she has a heart to heart with her later on in the movie. She's like, yeah, you gotta. Basically, her daughter's like, look, you gotta play these dumb niggas, all right?
Yeah, like they like that conversation. That shit was making me kind of mad. Yo, I was like, what are you teaching? Yo? Like, who's teaching your kids? Yo, this is a fucked up way to behave in the world. Yo. I did not care for that conversation.
You know how I don't want to carry my bags, but my little boyfriend, I pretend that they're too heavy so that he can carry them because I don't want to carry them. You got to manipulate these dumb niggas.
So much shit in them, nigga. What's wrong with you?
Nah,
carrying your fucking book bag. Get out of here. But that's just me. I don't open doors. I don't carry bags. Fuck out of here.
Nope.
Yeah.
I'll carry a bag if it's heavy. I'll do that.
Yeah, whatever.
Everybody's look, I don't mind carrying a bag if it's heavy.
Carrying a purse?
And you
what if your wife
has
you carry the purse?
No, my wife would never have me. No, she would never even think about asking me to carry a purse. Like, what the fuck?
If she was like, yo, can you just hold this for a second?
She would never. No, she would never. She would never. She would never. She would never, yo. Like never. Ain't no woman like the one I got. She would never.
Don't do that. Don't do that. I like your wife. I want her to stick around. Don't play that song. Don't play that song. Don't put no bloom lighting on that woman. She's a good person, yo. Don't do that.
She would never have you carry a purse. It's like I gotta let me hold this purse for 1 second while I tie my shoe.
Yeah.
No.
That has never happened? Oh, that's happened plenty of times.
No. Fuck out of here. Like, I don't
purses have straps on them, nigga. Purses have straps on them. Throw that bitch around your shoulder, tie your shoe. That's
heavy. It's heavy though. It's heavy though.
No, it's not, because it's a purse.
It's a purse. Heavy.
It's a purse.
Wow.
It's not.
Wow. Damn. That seems a little homophobic, yo.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Well, you talk to her because she would never even bring it up. So man, you talk to her.
You ain't never gonna be able to make a pie by yourself when you alone. Like you be stuck.
Look, you saw what I was eating before I met her. I must.
You gonna starve to death. You gonna starve to death. This nigga bragging about having abs because he only eating mustard. Get the fuck out of here.
Right. I was thin and in shape. Like I was
starving actively. That's fucked up. No,
So,
I've had to carry my wife's purse for a second. Like, I don't like it. Like, you hold the shit low. Like, you hold it low, so you see another dude, you make eye contact. Like, nigga, I don't want to do it either. Yeah,
that's incredibly ridiculous.
It is absolutely ridiculous.
I'm the same way. I'm like, I don't want to hold this shit. Get the fuck out of here. I'm not a woman.
I don't ask you to hold my wallet.
right, when you hold it, you got to straighten. You got to tense up your wrist and shit. Right, you can't just be like, all right, give it to me. I'll hold it for you. Nah, you got to be like,
you hold that bitch dragging on the ground. Like,
you gotta arm wrestle the shit out of her hand and shit, and just be like, I took it. You didn't ask me to hold it. I took it from you.
Look, these are all jokes, but this is how deeply rooted homophobia is in the male community. It's like, no, I won't hold it back. I'll hold it back. Nigga, it's a bag. Who gives a fuck?
It's just a bag.
Like, can you pick me up tampons? No, they gonna think it's for me. I don't want to do that. Like, this shit doesn't make any sense. Like, it doesn't make any sense.
Closest thing I've held like that is a diaper bag. And my wife swears up and down that because she bought a brown diaper bag that is not like a feminine bag. And it is. It's got tassels and gold trim. It's a woman's bag, yo. Like it's a woman's diaper bag, yo. Like like I'll carry it. You know what I mean?
Diaper bag have tassels.
Exactly. Because you're a man and you're like, yo, what the fuck does this bag have tassels on it for? Exactly.
Why doesn't it just have fringes? Like you're a fucking cowgirl. What the fuck? That's ridiculous. Yo, that's funny. That's hilarious. I remember when we were looking at diaper bags, and my wife was like, "Well, do you want to get one? Like, so you have one in your car? Like, you know, it's everyone. I got like a green one or whatever." And we were laughing like, "Should we get this one? Like, do you want to get this one?" It was like fatigues or whatever. It was like,
yeah, like those camo bags. I don't need all
yo, this is the most homophobic shit ever. It's your kid. Like, no, nigga, this is my rucksack. I keep my 9mm in it. I mean, also diapers, but like I also keep a gun in there. Like, yo,
it's a bottle holster and shit. Like, in case I gotta shoot some milk in the baby's mouth. Like, what the fuck? You know, like, calm down.
I ain't no queer. I mean, it's my kid, but I, relax.
I was like, what color is that bag? Gunmetal black, nigga. Like,
that's one of the colors. Yo, for real, yo, it's normally like black, like camouflage and gunmetal. Like, what's going on? Like, yo, men are ridiculous. Here we are.
We're ridiculous as fuck. We got problems. We have real fucking problems.
Like, I need a gunmetal bag, yo, for my children. Yo, what is wrong with you?
Oh, nah, I need one with digital camo, you know, in case I get lost in a fucking digital forest and need to feed my baby.
What the fuck is digital camo? You're not fucking blending it with nothing with just gray camouflage. What environment is that?
Urban. It's an urban environment.
The urban environment with the fucking concrete?
Yeah, just when you're downtown with your kid. In case terrorists attack, you can just hide. You'll be good. So we see Jesse T. Usher, he gets his drugs from his buddy, and so he's got a little bit of extra drugs, so he's good. JB Smoove is like made some solid flirting with that woman at the grocery store. More on that later. Again, high fantasy. So then we see that whole scene Micah was talking about where that young Gabriel Union's daughter is teaching her how to manipulate men, which is really fucking terrible, and I really hated this scene a lot. It's really not a positive message, guys. Really not. It's annoying. So then we see Walter talking to Christian about like, hey, your mom would have turned this whole place into your campaign headquarters, and we're so proud of you. You're going to be the son of a mechanic and grow up to be a congressman, a future congressman. He's like, yo, Dad, you own 6.
Yeah, you own 6 body shops.
Like, you're not broke, like you're pretending, right? Like, knock it off. But then they're like, the youngest son comes down. He's like, hey, thought we were playing football, old man, talking to his brother. And then they get themselves a little football montage. Look, JB Smoove is a dirty player, yo. Like he's just throwing his own wife down. It's fucked up. But it's supposed to be a scene that is enjoyable and funny, and it is fine. It's fine. It's a perfectly fine scene. At one point, JB Smoove trips the youngest brother down, and everybody gets pissed at him because like they're like, "Yo, this is his career, not your like bullshit time when you were playing in Croatia. Like this is real. Like don't fuck up his career up." And so they actually get into a little bit of a tussle. Then I guess JB Smoove feels a little bad. He goes back to the grocery store, and the girl is there, and she's like, "Hey, can you help me in the back?" And then she does a thing apparently young women do when they want you to fuck them in the stockroom, which is to show them a bit of your panties.
Like I thought this was a dream sequence.
I absolutely thought it was a dream sequence.
It should have been a dream sequence.
Even after it ended, I'm like, so that was a dream sequence, right?
You know how we talk about you know how we talk about like cheat code dudes, right? Like dudes that are like funny and like fit and like good looking. JB Smoove is not that, yo. Like he's funny, and that's it. So
Look,
JB Smoove's not gonna be mad. You know? I just like you said, this is fantasy. I did not believe that this woman is just like, you know what really does it for me? Pencil mustaches. Like it just doesn't.
But it might though. It might. Everybody's got their.
It might. Women are
thing.
weird. It might.
I mean, women are out here marrying men every day. A lot of times it don't make sense to me. I'm like, y'all sure?
Hey, look. I guess I can't talk.
There's always a couple where you're like, how the fuck did he pull her? You see it every day.
Yeah, you're like
every single day. Okay.
None of this makes any sense. Hey. What the fuck?
But again, I swear to God, I thought this was a fucking until Gabriel Union comes in and she shows her the picture of them. I thought it was a fucking dream sequence that entire time. I was like, oh, this is real. Oh, okay. Well,
good for him
doing this.
I mean, not good for him. This nigga's married, but you know, like I get it. So Danny Glover is sitting outside the Civics, as you do in town, and he's looking over paperwork because he is going to sell the house. That's what he's planning on doing. So, then we get a scene of Gabriel Union being real weird that she's still mad at Omar Epps' character because he took another girl to prom in high school.
High school.
Girl, let it go.
I'm going to assume that they're in their like 40s in this movie.
Nah, probably 30s.
The late 30s, maybe?
Yeah, mid to late 30s.
Mid 90s, they would have went to prom, maybe. I don't know how old everyone's supposed to be. Technically, you should know because in the beginning they had the montage of how old the children were. So, whatever.
Yeah. I'm not mad at anybody for going prom. Like that's crazy. Yeah, that's wild.
So that's why she's mad at it.
Yeah, because of fucking prom. Because she told him that she didn't want to go with him, so then he went with somebody else, and then she got mad because she apparently overheard somebody say that it would have been easy to bed her because she was this nerdy girl, and he didn't defend her. And so she got upset. Turns out he did defend her by breaking some dude's nose who said that shit because he liked her so much, which is still not nearly as interesting as riding a horse to impress a woman. But punching another dude, I guess that's fine. He eventually kisses her, and he's like, "Look, I don't have a horse, but like." That's what I got. And she was like, oh, okay. And then she walks off because she's still feeling Omar Epps after all these years because she was still mad about prom. Right?
Yeah.
It's a real thing. You know, Mikey, you know about this. You still mad about prom. What happened to you?
What did happen? I can't remember. Oh, that nigga. Fuck you, Meredith. Fuck you, dude. What the fuck? That shit was the most embarrassing, awkward ass shit.
Not for me.
Yeah, I bet.
Well, not Meredith. What's the other Meredith? He was a dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other Meredith.
His name is Meredith Jessup. Fuck him.
Damn.
I think he's doing well for himself.
Oh, is this
I'm calling everybody out.
Is that the
That nigga
limousine
stole
story?
jokes. And he dressed like a woman in his next movie.
It's in my picture. That shit was fun.
But that's the limousine story, right?
Yeah, that's the limousine story. Yeah, Micah was forced to sit on the same side of a limousine as this couple that was hardcore.
Yeah, I'd have been like, I'd have been like, yo, knock this shit the fuck off, yo. I'd have stopped them. Fuck out of here. No.
There was no stopping them. They were trying to make a baby with their mouth.
Wait until we fucking get the fuck to where we are. Like, come on now.
Me and my date were laughing our asses off on the other side. We were rolling. That shit was fun. There's nothing like watching someone be tortured actively. That's
Go back and listen to that episode of Airing of Grievances, folks.
I don't
know.
I'd tell you if I knew which one it was. I don't.
Just go back and listen to all of them. Yeah.
So they eventually find Rachel and Cheryl eventually find the can of secret recipes, and they get all excited because they find one for like neck bones or some shit. And apparently, like green beans that got bugs in it. Like I was very confused about that entire conversation. This is some Southern shit. Like apparently, sometimes y'all don't clean the beans enough, and there's bugs in it. I feel like civics would
after
have
like they almost
beans.
After Rachel almost burned down the fucking kitchen because she turns up the heat. She says, "Double the heat, half the time."
That's not how cooking works.
Ass.
That's not how cooking
What are
works.
you talking about? I'm like, you're an idiot. But okay, sure.
Cooking does not work like that. The youngest son finds the housing contract, and so he acts like a real dickbag to his dad the next day while everybody's all happy. He's like, yeah, that's what it's like when you sell a house. And he fucking calls his dad out, and his dad gets all sad and shit, and he was like, it's my house. I get to do what I want. I don't have to check in with y'all. And all the kids see the contract, and they get all sad. And everybody wants this old man to keep up this big ass house all by himself.
That was big as shit.
That was fucking huge, you know? What kind of selfish ass kids are these, you know? But like, man, if you don't sell that so we can get some money, pops, let's go. Nah, sell that house. You know what the real estate market is doing right now? Come on, we make a mint. You only paid probably 55 cents for it, like, and a couple of apples. Like, come on, knock it off. Rachel had invited the girl from the grocery store when she realized that she was out here fucking her sister's husband. She invited her to Christmas dinner to stir some shit up.
She invited her, and then they found the recipes, and then they reconciled, and then she called the chick and was like, "Hey, don't come." But the chick don't fucking listen to voice messages. And so she shows up. Yeah, that's what happened.
Yeah.
So she shows up to the fucking dinner, and she's also an idiot because she doesn't realize what the fuck is happening.
Yeah, she's a dummy.
You know.
Look, the scene where JB Smooth comes and sits back down at the table and is trying to move in the same position his wife is so she can't see him. I actually laughed. Like, that scene was actually funny.
That was fun.
Yeah. But like, and that feels like maybe that was an improv sort of thing. That was actually hilarious. And so she's like, "Oh yeah, you know, that's my friend." Like, basically he had to take care of his grandmother and all this other shit. And so they're like,
his grandma Cheryl.
Yeah.
Like, oh wow. Fucked up, dude.
So Cheryl not playing. She goes and gets the fucking Annie Oakley blicky.
Right, she pulls out fucking James Marsden's gun from fucking Red Dead Redemption. What's going on, nigga? Yo, this gun is 130 years old. Yo, what is this?
She wasn't fucking around. And she threatened to fucking shoot him. I mean, look, you fucked another woman on Christmas, dog. Like,
in a public show, like
in a Civics
Public
They have
room.
great sandwiches, I hear. Great sandwiches.
They do, actually. They do. But at the same time, like, I'm not going to be like every other Floridian and just praise this fucking grocery store like it's the second coming.
Isn't
like,
this
that's
a
how
hoagie?
boring it is. That's
Isn't
how
it?
fucking boring it is in parts of Florida where they love to go to fucking Publix.
Isn't it just a hoagie, though? Like a cold
Yeah, it's a
hoagie?
hoagie. Yeah, it's a really
like a
good
salsa?
hoagie. They have both. It's very good.
Okay.
I don't
What about the
I
ones
don't really
in,
like
Wawa?
cold.
Because I really like the subs at Wawa. The hoagies are very good also. I got a Wawa 5 minutes down the street from me.
I like the public ones better. But come on, yo. Like, it's not going to be my fucking identity, Floridians. You tell a Floridian that Publix ain't all that, they ready to fight your ass, yo. Like, what the fuck? Calm down.
I mean, that's like telling white people that Rofo chicken isn't the best. Like, they love that shit.
Yeah. If you want salt,
I like
bird,
it. God damn.
if you want, just take some chicken and just dip it in salt, and then just there it is. Like, all right, but
Yeah, it's too much.
God
Man. I can feel my historical diabetes like raising up as I eat it. Like, it's too much. I don't care for it. So then the youngest brother gets into a car accident because he was popping pills and was like, "Whoa, I'm really upset." And then he got into a car accident, but he's okay.
Yeah, that nigga went from 0 to 100 really, really fast. I was like, what's wrong with this nigga? Yeah. Like, okay, your father's gonna sell a house because his fucking wife is dead, and he's by himself in this gigantic house.
Yeah, he just left
You're like
this old
20
man.
years old, nigga. What the fuck? Like, get out of here.
Yeah, why are you selling the house? Because it's 5,000 square feet and I don't have a maid. What the fuck, man? I'm tired.
And I'm 80 years old.
You niggas don't visit on the weekends. Yeah, you niggas don't visit
Like,
on the
y'all
weekends.
don't live here.
It's my house. No, my very first question is, do you motherfuckers dust in here? No, I'm old, yo. Shut up. Tired. I want to be in a nice little small living space. Take the pressure off. Exhausted. So they give this speech, which was really fucking lame. Hey, don't do drugs anymore. You're right, Dad. I won't do drugs. I love Mom. I love Mom too. All right. That was the end of that. Romani Malco goes to meet with these investors, and and these investors want to like do all these renovations downtown and tear down the homeless shelter. But right before that, he had a come to Jesus meeting with his dad, and he was like, that shelter meant a lot to us and to your mother, because that's where your mother was when her family ain't have nothing. We were surviving and blah, 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 blah. And so while he's in the middle of this meeting, he does a thing that politicians never do, which is have a conscience. And he's like, he sees some poor people, and instead of throwing rocks at them like a normal politician would, he feels bad. And then he's like, I'm going to leave and not take these millions of dollars, because that's exactly what a human being would do. And he goes to the shelter, and he sees his dad there slinging hash, and he's like, I'm gonna fight for this place. And he's like, don't worry, Dad. You won't be fighting alone. I'll be right there with you. And he's like, I love you, son. I love you, Dad. And then he immediately goes, you see how this old man is skimming on dressing? What the fuck, Pops? He makes a joke, and then he gives this guy some more dressing. So, and then everything's
man.
good.
I wouldn't have given that extra dressing. Fuck that nigga.
Damn, he poi, yo. He poi. Like, You had enough dressing in life, nigga. You had enough legs up. Like, it's not fair. There's a poor black man who's never had as much dressing as you. Keep walking. I'm hungry. Yeah, well, he's also hungry. Get out of here. Everything just seems to be falling in line as these type of movies go. Gabriel Union gets a letter from Cheryl. It's like, hey, if you're going to help me with my divorce, here's a check for $20,000. Help you finish law school.
What does Cheryl?
Yeah, no offense.
Cheryl's
no
in the
offense,
mob,
right?
Yo. Cheryl's in the mob. Cheryl's in the mob.
I saw
No
a
offense.
doctor's office. What kind of doctor was she?
Cheryl's a dentist, yo. Cheryl's a dentist.
Oh, so she was a dentist. That's what I thought,
she's
but I
a
wasn't
dentist.
100% sure.
Okay,
Like dentists run practices out of their houses, yo. She ain't. Like,
Nah,
are
yo.
you sure you could be just dropping 20 G's when you about to have a huge legal battle through your divorce?
Well, maybe some of that Croatian money was like fucking hit. You know?
Maybe it was.
A couple of Croatian crowns or whatever the fuck it's called.
Fucking late 40s, so you know.
I did not mention this earlier, and I should have. I think I was just fundamentally irritated with this movie. But if you go back into the first scene where you meet Cheryl, where she's in the dentist's office, if you want to rewind to that scene, she has her. She has one of her jackets framed in the background
On the wall. Yeah.
Like it's a jersey they put up in the fucking rafters. Like, this shit makes no sense. She was like, yo, I extracted 9 teeth that year, my nigga. That was the dopest year ever. Like, this shit is fucking weird. It's super strange.
Oh shit!
I don't know why you
Like
would
a
do that.
degree or a plaque or something. Yeah,
They were like, just put the jacket up, my nigga. Like, just put the jacket up. Like, don't worry about it.
So she is I didn't. Did it say she was a dentist, or we're just assuming because? Like,
Well, Wikipedia says she's a dentist. Also, I'm gonna need you to not take a fucking personal call when I'm in the fucking dentist chair. Also, I'm gonna need you to turn that fucking monitor on because I need you to act like you're doing some goddamn work.
Yeah, I didn't. Hold on a second. This is an
odd
important
scene.
call. No, it isn't. You just took my tooth out, yo. Like, I'm standing here looking crazy. Help me, Cheryl. Help me. She was like, nah, but did you see my 1996 jersey? This is from the WNBA. This is from the WNBA. This is for top attendance that year. It's not for anything else. Most layups in a quarter. So then, in a scene obviously called "Simpin' Ain't Easy," apparently Malachi decided he was going to do his best, like weird, like mix between prom and like the Lloyd Dobler effect situation, where he's like has a boombox out there just playing music until the woman comes out. And he's like, yeah, we missed out on something special 20 years ago, and I'll be damned if I'm going to let that happen again. So I rented a fucking limousine, not as cool as a horse, but whatever. I rented a limousine, and we're going to go to prom. The fuck does that mean, my nigga? Like, where are we going? This is weird. And this nigga's in a tuxedo on a Wednesday night. She just walks her ass back in the house, closes the door, and he's like, oh, she ain't never going to change. Dang, that's fucked up. And then miraculously, she does something a woman has never done, which is get ready this fast in full makeup.
She got ready in about 30 seconds.
Yeah, she's in full makeup and a prom dress. What?
Where the fuck the prom dress come from?
Yeah,
You just had a prom dress?
She was
She
like,
said it was her sister's. It was Cheryl's. I was like,
Cheryl,
what the fuck
what?
does Cheryl have a prom dress? What's going on? What makes sense?
Come on, yo. Also, you're right. She pulled a fucking Linda Carter Wonder Woman, went in the house, spun around 3 times, and was in a new outfit. Like, what the fuck?
Impossible. I again, this part is as much high fantasy as that woman fucking baby smooth in the local Publix. So yeah, they have a little dance, and I guess they're together now. Then we have a scene where it seems like Monique was trying to fuck Danny Glover. This is weird. This is weird. It's weird. Right? Did anybody else get that vibe? I did. I thought like she was like, well, my sister ain't around now, so I got to do my duty. I was like, you don't have to do that. Like, what are you doing?
Shit,
and then they try some of this pie that Walter made. This pie looks terrible.
I
the
don't like
crust so
sweet potato
big?
pie, but this right. And I didn't see the sweet potatoes. That shit was like a 3 inches inside the pie.
Nigga, this is a
Deep, yo.
this is a
It looked like
Panera
a
bread
shepherd's
bowl.
pie.
This is a bread bowl, yo. Like this shit is weird.
I feel like you just, I don't think that's how your wife made that pie, but the taste was probably there. Apparently, the taste was there.
Yeah, and look, that I give you that. That matters more than anything. But that pie looks whack. That's not a proper pie dish. Just as an aside, it's more of like a.
Well, I feel validated.
Why? You shouldn't.
Because you niggas don't like pie. Because you niggas don't like pie, or you niggas like pie. I'm the nigga that don't like pie, and that pie does not look edible.
It doesn't look edible. I mean, I'll give you this. It's 87% crust, which is a bit weird. This nigga got the ratios all kinds of wrong. But look, anybody making pie and you making a crust from scratch, who has the time? Who has the time? Go to the frozen section and get the two pies.
The perfect woman. The perfect woman, apparently.
Yeah, and look what happened to her. She spent all that time making those homemade crusts, and look, the time not with her family. If she had just gone to the fucking Publix or Civics, she could have just gotten it and been done. When Monique tasted the pie, I thought she was going to throw up. The face she made.
Because it looked like she was not too pleased with the taste. And then she was like, yeah,
you try. Like, no, you try, nigga. See how you like it. And then he tries it. And he's transported back to a time where he got to have sex with his girlfriend on a mattress when they were broke, and she used to bring him pie right there. And it was great. It was great. Back before, women's lib and all that other shit. They used to just bring you pie in bed. It was great. So Danny Glover is happy. He calls everybody down to all have this pie. By the way, that pie is not even that big. I feel like you shouldn't have called all those people.
All the niggas wouldn't have been able to get a piece.
Yeah.
Fuck at it.
Like, I hope y'all like this homemade crust, because that's what you're getting. 3 of y'all just getting crust. And everything is great. The holidays are here. And then they just show a bunch of bloopers that mostly weren't funny. The end.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you, I didn't think we would get through the movie.
I didn't either. Look, I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to just say this. This does not count as our start to 2024. It really does not. That's not fair. That's not fair. This is not the jumping off spot. We will come back with something. I don't know. I feel like we gotta hit something like pretty goddamn good, because this was. I mean, we turned.
I feel like this was a very funny episode.
Yeah,
No, this was hilarious. I enjoyed myself. Now look, we spent 40 minutes of the episode not talking about the movie, but
That's not
40% of the episode not talking about the movie. But hey, you work with what you got. Much like the actors in this movie, you work with what you got.
That's it. That's it. That's all you can do. All right, that is it for us. We will be back with a preview for episode 256 next week. Later, guys.
See ya.
Later.
Bye. You're watching the Black on Black Cinema YouTube channel. Make sure you check out our full reviews of black movies, past and present. And every other week, we do a preview episode where we talk about a random topic that affects the black community.